Back9, you get access to what's called our BOSS system. BOSS stands for Back Office Support Systems. It is our proprietary CRM. So basically anything you do with our company, whether it is a quote, whether it is submitting an application, whether it is getting set up with a carrier, what have you, all of that information is going to be housed in our BOSS system for you to be able to have access to, get information, make changes, so on and so forth. So when you are onboarded, through Benavest, you're going to get an email that gives you access to this system. The first thing that you're going to see is an opportunity to do a tour. And I suggest that you do that quick tour because it's going to give you a little bit of flavor of kind of how you navigate around our system, how you run a quote, right? How you're able to, track information, so on and so forth. So I highly advise that be done. Another thing that you're going to see is typically you'll see a green button here that says meet with Chris Cook. That's me. Gives you an opportunity to set up a one-on-one demo with me to, again, go through some of the basic stuff that we're going to go through today, but also go into some advanced things that we may not cover today. Some specific questions, maybe about carrier mix and product mix and things of that such. So I highly suggest that you do that as well, because it's going to give you an opportunity to, ask some questions that you may have as well. So BOSS system is here where you're going to be able to track, again, all of your, quotes and activity, all of your cases, your commissions, so on and so forth. So a very intuitive system that gives you, view into those things. The second email that you will receive from us is what's called our quote and apply technology. So every agent that gets set up with Back9, we create a website for that agent. That website is designed strictly for you to be able to run quotes and apply for coverage within that ecosystem. So let's take a quick look at what that looks like. If I hit launch quote and apply and I share this tab, this is what your website will look like. It's going to have your name in the URL. So it'll say back.com apply /agent name, right? Another thing it's going to have is it's going to be synced up and programmed to your national producer number. So any state that you have a non-resident license in, it's going to be able to show results to you or to your client. The magic of our quote and apply system is this. Not only is it an agent assisted tool so that you can go in and actually run quotes for your clients, but it is also a consumer facing tool. So you could literally just send out your website to clients and they can go. It's all geared towards the client. The greeting is, so on and so forth. So you could do that and, let a client literally go in, run a quote. You can go, our system is a complete end-to-end system. So a client literally could go from running a quote all the way through to applying for coverage. So we're going to run through that and kind of show you what that looks like in real time. I'm going to go to our demo site because it's easier to navigate. But again, hit see it in action. This is kind of the same technology widget that I was showing you prior. So how do you get a quote? Very basic inputs, right? Name, gender, health status, smoking status, height and weight, which is optional, and date of birth. Once you have those basic inputs, you are able to see results. So when I hit next, this is for the consumer consumption. A lot of consumers don't know exactly what type of life insurance or coverage that they're looking for. So these things may point them to certain products that they're looking for. As an agent, I always go to all categories where I can see the whole gamut of everything offered. Up top, you'll see all of the verticals of life insurance that we provide. Accidental death, final expense, of course, term insurance. As you can see, it defaults to that. And then return of premium, lifetime is our whole life and universal life options, long-term care, another discussion, but it's available as well. Clients that want to see different amounts of coverage can obviously hit the numerical input, or they can use our slider, or if they're not exactly sure what they're looking for, they can hit this calculate button that is a needs analysis calculator. So they literally can plug in figures and our system will suggest an amount based off of their inputs. But if they find that $1 million is what they're looking for, or if they want to slide it up to 3 million or even down to 500,000, these rates will automatically update once you rest on an amount. When that happens, in order for you to see a little bit more information, all you have to do is select one of these products. So we'll say 20-year term. And as you can see, the most competitive carrier will appear first. And then as you scroll down, you will see all of the other carriers that are available. So a lot of household names, like Nationwide, things of that such. As you can see, these little banners atop the offerings will tell you a little bit about what, value add may be available. And if you want to see a little bit more, you can hit show policy details. And you can see everything that's going on as far as conversion privileges, so on and so forth. But even more in depth is you can see a consumer guide that you can share with the client. As an advisor, you're only supposed to be, only an advisor should be looking at the advisor guide or an underwriting guide. But this will give you a deep dive into all of the guidelines and riders and things of that such that is offered from, the carrier on this product line. And each one of these has a different, obviously